Hey, what's going on? This is your boy, give me a second, it's your boy Coach. Mr. Haynes here. I tell you what, if you are ready to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization like APE, APE is the only teachers organization that the administrators are afraid of. And if you are ready to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization like APE, you need to click the link in the description so you can get signed up. Let me tell you something. Teacher school is getting ready to get started. Okay, school is getting ready to get started again, a new school year. Okay, and some of you are going back to school with that crazy administrator waiting on you, waiting to get you. Okay, because they didn't get you last year, they're waiting to get you this year. Okay, and you need to be prepared. Okay, you don't need to go back with these other teachers organizations that are afraid of their own shadow. Okay, you need to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization like APE. APE is the only teachers organization that fight for your rights. Point blank, period. Okay, you're sitting out there, you got your ass out in the wilderness with no help, and you join these other organizations, and as soon as something happened to you, you run over to APE because you realize your organization can't do anything or won't do anything, afraid to do anything. And so you run over to APE where you've been paying all this money, wasting money with these other teachers organizations that and they kiss up to the administrators, and you think they're going to be fair. They're not going to be fair. They're never going to be fair. Why? Because they kiss up to the administrators. Matter of fact, the administrators, a principal, is a part of the same organization that you are part of. Now, and you think that they're going to be fair. They're going to be on your side and they're going to support you. They're going to help you when your administrator is your administrator is part of the same organization. The same organization that you're a part of, your administrator is a part of that organization. We don't allow administrators to be a part of our organization. We represent only teachers, and that's it. And so I'm telling you, if you are ready to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization like APE, you need to join before you go back to the school this coming year. Because some of you know that administrator is sitting around ready to get you. Hey, why should I join APE? I want you to think about that. Why should I join APE? Well, one reason why we are the only aggressive teachers association in the South, period. That's why you should join. We're going to go over this small presentation to try to help you to understand why you need to be a part of the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. Okay, it is important. It's imperative that you understand that you need to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization if you plan to keep your job next year. Some of you might be doing fine. You may be in good shape with the administrator. Okay, I'm talking about the ones that don't kiss butt. I'm talking about the ones that the principal don't like because you look better, you dress better, you drive a better car, and they just don't like you. I'm talking to you. Okay, and coaches that they lie and accuse you of messing with children and hitting children and all that, and you getting ready to go back to that mess, and you're part of these other organizations that the administrators, they just laugh at that organization. They're not afraid because they're part of it. They're part of the same organization. They're not afraid of no GAE, Page, and FT, Educator Last, First, whatever they call themselves, Mace. They're not afraid of them anymore. They're not afraid of them. Why? Because they kiss up. They kiss up to the administrators. APE is the only organization that the administrators are afraid of. You understand me? APE is the only teachers organization that the administrators are afraid of. Why should I join APE? We're going to get into it. Let's get to it. Let me tell you something. If you want to be a part of the most aggressive teachers organization, you need to join APE today. You got that bald-headed administrator that you're going to be going back to on this school year, okay? You know, they mad because you have hair and they don't have hair. They get upset because they can't control you. Your hair may be longer. You get your hair fixed on time. You drive a better car. It never have anything to do with your job of teaching. It's always something to do with they just don't like you because they can't control you. They don't like you because you don't eat doo-doo. See, that doo-doo go down fast in a capsule form, but you don't eat doo-doo. And since you don't eat doo-doo, they set you up, put you on a PDP plan or whatever the hell they call it, anticas. And they start to writing you up, trying to get you out of the school because they can't control you. Okay? And you're a part of these weak organizations that they are a part of. You joining this, you are part of the same organization that the administrator is a part of. Why should I join APE? We're going to get into it. But first, let me get these commercials out the way. We got to pay the bills. Let me get my own commercial out the way. And then we're going to get to the Glucose 6 commercial. We're going to get it out the way. If you would like to get a bottle of Glucose 6, you know that we have family members that deal with high sugar levels, okay? It normalizes A1C levels, help with weight loss, okay? All you have to do, go to the description, put in the APE Mafia, you'll see it. Just click on the link, and it'll take you to Glucose 6. We'll be right back after this commercial.
If balancing your sugar levels feels like a constant struggle, or diabetes worries keep you up at night, Glucose 6 is the solution you've been searching for. Thousands transformed, healthier lives achieved. Glucose 6, a one-of-a-kind product, has changed the lives of thousands, helping them achieve better blood sugar levels and healthier lives. Glucose 6, your solution to balanced sugar levels. Order now for a healthier tomorrow.
Georgia teachers, stop wasting your time and money on weak teachers organizations. Join APE, the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. APE stops bad drive-by evaluations of teachers. Don't teach in the jungle without APE.
All right, now, why should I join APE? Well, first of all, you should join APE because we are the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. Point blank, period. You need to be a part of an organization that the administrators are afraid of. And then if you find an administrator not afraid of APE, how about you call us? If they're not afraid, they will be. We do not allow administrators to talk down and treat our members like tall children. The other teachers organization, they're afraid to fight for the rights of teachers. We're not afraid to fight for the teachers' rights. So you need to stop, going back to a school with a crazy administrator because you won't sleep with them. Sometimes they get mad because you won't sleep with them. And they try to get rid of you, try to destroy your career. It's not good enough for them to just try to get you fired. They tell lies and send you down to central office and tell all types of lies on you. And before you know it, they're sending something to the PSC saying you slept with a child, you touched a child. If you're a coach, you touched a child, you hit a child. And these other organizations, they're not going to do anything. Why? Because the administrator, the one that wrote you up, the one that put you on a PDP plan, is a member of the same organization that you are part of. Unlike GAE and Page, APE represent only teachers, not administrators. So why should I join APE? Well, like I said, we are the most aggressive teachers organization of the South. That is one of the reasons why you should join. For that reason, we are the most and the only aggressive teachers organization in the South. There's no other teachers organization that's going to aggressively fight for, if you truly think about, I don't know, shit, I am, okay? If you think that they're going to protest and picket out in front of the school in the central office and go against the superintendent. See, they're afraid of the superintendent. They're afraid of the board members. Why? Because they want to be able to get more and more members. That's why they kiss up to them. That's why they give them little apples. They go to the board members and get them apples. No, we'll give them an apple, but it'll be a rotten apple. Okay, it'll be a rotten apple. They'll get an apple from APE, but it'll be a rotten apple, especially if you're harassing our members. Okay, now don't get me wrong. I know we have some good principals. A lot of my friends are good principals. I know we got some good superintendents. I understand all that. I'm talking about the bad ones, the ones that try to terminate you and destroy your career because you won't sleep with them. We're going to call them out on this show. So if you know a principal that's harassing teachers, call us at 770-347-8797. If you're not afraid, call us at 770-347-8797, or you can go to our website and you can send us. You don't have to put your name if you're afraid, and tell us that, Mr. Haynes, we need you over here at our school. We got a crazy ass principal, and she bald head, and we need you to come over here and get this lady. Okay, when we get out there, you'll think the Nation of Islam showed up. We do not allow these crazy administrators to abuse our members. If you join APE, we relieve you from stress. You don't have to worry about all that stress. See, some of y'all going home every day. Some of you know school is getting ready to start back up, and you're afraid to go back. Some of you are afraid because you know that crazy principal. See, she didn't get you the last school year because she didn't get all her paperwork in on time. She wasn't able to get you because she didn't get the paperwork in on time. But this year, okay, she's going to be waiting on you. And she's going to take it from the top, as they say. Take it from the top. But with you a member of APE, we release that valve. We release your stress. And you call APE, I'm a member of APE, you just call and say, Mr. Haynes, this lady harassing me, and I'm doing everything I can. She harassing me, and we're on the way. And our membership is confidential. Nobody know who our members are. That's why they call us APE Mafia. We would name APE Mafia one of our classroom teachers, a good teacher too. I won't call her name because she might not want me to call out her name. But she gave us that name because we were so aggressive. Teachers have to stop paying these sorry teachers organizations that are afraid of their own shadow. They always tell you it's nothing we can do. Why is this? Why is nothing you can do? I've been paying you this money all this time. Why is it nothing you can do? I tell you why. Because they are in bed with the principal in the school system and the superintendent. They're all in the bed together. I told you, just watch. They're gonna give them apples, red apples. I'm like Robin Hood. Give them an apple. I come in there with my born arrow and knock that apple right off their desk. Give them an apple. You need to be a part of a teachers organization that they're afraid of. See, they try to be tough and they got the pen and Miss So why did you supposed to have been out here on the bus still? They start writing you up. These are the ones they don't like. You should have been out here on, they bought the wig, don't turn to the side, they bald head, and you all stressed out, the damn eggs too high. Eggs too high. You ain't had an egg in I don't know how long. Because the damn egg's too high. And you ain't had an egg in I don't know how long, and here she come, trying to write somebody up. And you paying these sorry teachers organization, and you talking about, I'm gonna have to notify my representative you keep messing with. Who you a part of, honey? Paige? Really? Okay, I understand. GAE? Really? Well, I'm a part of GAE too. I'm a member. Yeah, Paige was started by superintendents. Because I always said I feel like there's too many blacks, in my opinion, too many blacks got in GAE and they started Paige. Hell no, that's what I believe. That's my opinion. Start writing you up. See, 8 reduce that stress. The stress that you feel, you go home and your husband all messed up, and because you ain't been able to give him nothing, do nothing for him because you screwed up. You come home. If you're a man, it's the woman. If you're a woman teacher, it's the man. You got all this paperwork. I got all this paperwork. I can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. Got all this paperwork. For you know it, you might get a divorce. See, because you're dealing with this situation by yourself. You're stressed out, and you're dealing with these crazy administrators that writing you up, and you think that you don't do a good job. You do a great job. You do a great job, but they have convinced you that you're not a good teacher. Can you believe that? They have convinced you that you're not a good teacher. So what do? What do? You start believing that crap too. So they put you on a PDP plan and give you a loan book, give you about 3 loan books to read. They know damn well they can't even read. They can't even read the books. Going to give you books that they can't read. Amazing. Giving you books that they can't even read and giving you 3 loans. They don't even know what the book's about. I want you to read Charlotte's Web. And Johnny go, lately, I want you to read and I want you to write me a paper. Hell, they haven't read the book. They don't even know what it's about. They just know if they put you on this PDP plan, they're gonna drag it out, and they're gonna use that to terminate your contract. And teachers sitting up here and they just jumping through all these hoops. They going back to these schools and they know these administrators crazy as hell. Don't went and got their degree out of a Cracker Jack box. Ain't gonna sit here and gonna tell me I've been working. I got 3 degrees. I've been busting my ass, going to school, sitting in the classroom. They go online. They ain't gonna come tell me. And I ain't got nothing against all that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying. Because I know some of you teachers, I understand all that. I'm sitting up in the classroom and they want to come back and write me up, and they don't know anything just because they don't slap to the top. They dumb as a brick. A lot of them dumb as a brick. They give them the job just because they can't find nobody else qualified to take the job. They give them the job because they sleep with them. At home in the bed, I'm going to give you that job tomorrow. Yeah, you going to give me the job tomorrow? Yeah, I'm going to give you that job tomorrow. Superintendents and shit. And they want you to think that, oh, they just so intelligent. And they always talking about this damn pedagogy. They like the way that shit sounds. Pedagogy. What's the hell? It don't matter what the curriculum is. If the damn children are jumping up and down in the classroom acting a fool. Pedagogy, curricula. It's curriculum. Shit. Curricula. This sounds good. See, they think they know something. Don't know nothing. Don't know anything. Dumb as a brick. And then going to come into your classroom and give you what Ape call a bad drive-by evaluation. When they just pop up into your room and just blow up, destroy your career. Now, I come from the projects. I know what a drive-by is. I ain't afraid to let you know. But anyway, that's another story. They come in your classroom and they just destroy your career. Just because they can't control you. Just because you drive a better car. Just because they bald head and you have hair. I can't help you bald head. I can't help you don't have no hair. I can't help that. But we're not going to allow you to destroy a teacher's career because you're bald head, okay? Eggs is too damn high. Period. I went to the store the other day trying to buy some eggs. Damn eggs were high as hell. High as hell. And I love eggs. And then you got to go to the school and deal with these crazy administrators, and you ain't had a damn egg all weekend. What the hell? As the young folks say, what the? Dealing with these crazy and irate, irresponsible parents. Administrators slow. I don't got the rant and forgot about my damn slide. Okay, let's go back to the slide here. We release that stress when you join 8. Now, I don't want y'all to think I'm crazy. I mean, I am crazy. Okay, but I like being a gangster, and I know good English and all that shit. But I like the way we are real. When we show up to represent one of our members, they just start to shaking administrators. They start shaking. Some of them be looking out the window and stuff. That's that black guy. Yeah, I'm black. What the shit? What you thought I was? A damn Hispanic? All right, let's get back. I got off the subject again. Okay, the only teachers association, look at the slide there if you can see it. The only teachers association that allows you to teach in peace. That's 8. The next one, the only teachers association that helps you keep your hair. Now you might think that's crazy when I put that down there. Why Mr. Haynes put down there your hair? Y'all don't understand that these administrators are so cruel. I've had teachers have lost their hair, put into the hospital. It was so much stress, so much paperwork, maintain, whatever the hell it's called, whatever. I don't want to use no big word. I don't like using no big words. I like keeping it simple. Okay? I want the words you can understand to say, yeah, all right. All right. I don't know, maintain. We don't want to do none of that. Get rid of that maintain crap. The only teachers association that helps you keep your hair. We are the only teachers organization that release stress from our members. So why should you join 8? Okay, I think that's enough right there. You like your hair, don't you? Okay, the next one. We are the only teachers association that will keep you out of the doctor's office due to work-related issues. We're the only one can do that. You say, Mr. Haynes, how you do that? Because the administrators, they beat these teachers up so bad. I say work-related. They beat them. They so stressed out that some of them go to the hospital. I told you about 2 or 3 years ago, a lady joined, and guess what? She was a member, I think it was GAE. She was a member of GAE. She was at North Clayton, in Clayton County, North Clayton. I never will forget it. She called me, and she joined. She had been with GAE all these years, and she was just so stressed out. And then the following day, I think probably 2-3 days later, I didn't hear from the lady. She just had joined. She was so happy. She felt like relief. After she got through talking to me, I said, no, we're going to do, it's something going to be dead. I quote my grandson, something going to be dead. And I know good English, something going to be dead. And 3 days later, she died. She died. I'm just telling you the truth. And when she joined, she called me. She was so excited that she finally found an organization that's going to truly fight for her rights. Now, had she to join probably a month, I don't know. We don't know the Lord, because sometimes God calls people home. I understand that. We don't know what would have happened, but I do believe had she to join 8 months before, that lady would have still been alive. So these folks are evil. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I know y'all think I'm crazy and talking slow and that, but I'm telling you the truth. Everything I'm telling you is the truth. The next one, we are the only teachers association that stops what we call, I coined this, bad drive-by evaluations. I came up with that, okay? Damn, here I go again. Bad drive-by evaluations. We're the only teachers association that stops bad drive, I forgot to put that by on there. It's supposed to be bad drive-by evaluations. We are the only teachers association that stops bad drive-by evaluations, okay? Now, all you have to do is go to our website. You'll see all the testimonials about how we've been able to help these help teachers. And the majority of those teachers on our testimonial on our website, they are teachers that was a part of other organizations like GAE, Page, AFT, Mace. I don't know. I had one that joined from Educator last. I'm sorry, Educator first. I don't know. I just can't remember. But and they was teachers that came that was on the PDP and they were trying to destroy them. Some with the Professional Standards Commission, Professional Standards Commission (PSC), and some of them were other part of other organizations. All right. We are the only teachers association that represent teachers, not administrators. The other organization, they represent teachers they represent administrators. I'm sorry. They represent administrators. We are the only teachers association that represent teachers. That's it. So when we come into building to represent you, we know we come to fight for you. We don't have to try to get together and say, we wonder if the principal is a member. See, the other organization, they get together and say, well, we're going to be fair. Fair? No, we're going to tear your ass up. We're finna tear your ass up. That's what we're finna do. Ain't no fair. We had to go down to, I think, where did we go? We had to go down to Augusta, Georgia. I had to go down there. I think it was about just before school was out. And they trying to terminate this lady. And I get down there, all the way from Atlanta. And that pissed me off. I had to drive all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to deal with some stupid stuff. And she just joined. I think she was a member of GAE, I think. Anyway, we get all the way down there. They let it stretched out. Her husband been complaining with the board because they had an issue with their son going to one of the schools. I'm not going to call it out, and they called themselves going to beat up on this teacher. Giving negative evaluation, people coming into a classroom and all that. So anyway, they found out that they thought still part, I guess, GAE. When I wrote a letter and they realized that she had switched GAE and joined APE, APE, like y'all like the APE, because y'all don't want to say APE. And so when she joined APE, and I went and I sent the letter to the superintendent and all the board members. Oh man, when I got down there, they had the associate superintendent waiting on me. I get in there and I told him, I said, first thing I told him, I said, now I'm pissed off. I told him straight up, I'm pissed off. Wait, I'm pissed. I'm gonna shoot first. I'm pissed because I had to come all the way from Atlanta, Georgia to deal with some mess like this. Now, when I do that, and I told the associate superintendent, when that happens, I'm pissed. Okay, this thing's not going to be, this meeting might not go good, okay? I don't know why you're upset for it. I mean, it's just a regular meeting. They don't change the whole thing, change the whole script. And then he said, well, the principal, he told the principal, go ahead and get the meeting going. Got the meeting going. They don't gave the woman all threes. And she looked at me, she was shocked. Gave the lady all threes. Go to the website, I give you her name. If you join, I tell you, if she don't mind. See, our membership is confidential. But but our members like people and they don't mind me sharing some things. And but you can ask her when we, have our little get together. That happened. And I got my hand out trying to get her to understand. No, don't worry about it. She was upset because she's like, what the? And the principal like, oh, I don't understand why you're here. I don't understand why you're here. We're just going over I'm looking. Oh, they enjoy that because they know I couldn't act crazy. I couldn't. I couldn't nut up. And so I'm sitting up there and I'm looking. They wanted me to be mad with the lady that just joined, but I told her, I said, no, just be quiet. So when we got ready to leave, I said, okay, that's good. And we got outside. Now, first of all, he asked me, he said, do you have a car? I said, I ain't got a card. You ain't getting nothing. He said, I want them to know when you're not dealing with GAE, Page, AFT, or Mace. You're not dealing with APE. Okay, you dealing with that gorilla. You dealing with that. You dealing with that. That's what you dealing with now. See that. I found out that the lion is not from the jungle. The lion is from the desert. See, they don't trick us and want us to think that, because the lion looks better and the lion from the jungle. The damn lion from no jungle. The lion from the desert. But that ape, he's the king of the jungle. He's the real king of the jungle. Okay. I'm getting off again. Okay, I'm getting a little pissed off a little bit just thinking about it. But anyway, so when we got outside, he didn't get in the car, and he wondered why I was so pissed off. And I said, "No, if I come down here, we're not gonna have no good time. I'm not gonna come and kiss your butt like GE, all these other organizations do. Kiss your butt and bring an apple. I'm gonna bring something, but it won't be an apple. Okay, I'm gonna bring something. It'll be an apple. It may be an apple, but it'll be a rotten one. Okay, and I want the worm to be in there when I give it to you. Okay, you mess with my members, you mess with our members. I don't play that crap. Okay, and so we get outside. And I tell her, and she's so shocked and she's just so upset, and I had to come all the way down. And I don't understand. And I just bust out laughing. I told her, I said, it's natural. I'm used to it because, they know that I do not tolerate administrators beating up on my members. They know that. They know that I don't care if it's the superintendent. I don't care if it's the board members. If you're messing with our members, we coming. And we're going to protest in front of your building. We're going to write letters. We're going to send letters to the governor's office. And we're going to send letters to Sachs and tell them to investigate your school, just like we did in DeKalb County this year. Had them investigated. Send a letter to the PSC, the State Board of Education. We don't tolerate all that stuff. Then we went out there and picketed in front of the school, and man, people coming up from everywhere. All types of people join. We don't tolerate that. Wrong group. Wrong group. We're the only teachers association that will call you back. You call our office, we call you back. I have teachers tell me they have called these other teachers organizations, and they still haven't heard from them. They're always talking about it's nothing we can do. No, it's nothing. You're not going to do anything. You're right. You're not going to do anything. It's nothing you can do. You're just not going to do anything because you know that principal is a member of the same organization I am. That's why you're not going to do anything. And you're not worried about me. You're more worried about the principal because you want to be able to come into that school and get more members. So they'll throw you under the bus because they know that if they go against that principal will kick them out and say that, well, we can't have meetings on campus. They know that. Okay, we're the only teachers association that will picket and write powerful letters. When I say powerful, like a Philadelphia lawyer. Don't let my slang fool you. Don't let that slang fool you. You better ask my members. Okay, I can turn that thing on and off. Right now it's on. We are the only teachers association that bad administrators fear. I told you that earlier. See, we bring you people. You say, well, why should I join APE? That's why. Because when you join APE, you're going to get peace of mind. By joining APE, you gain a safety net that protects your career. You like that safety net? I thought I'd go off the script a little bit and be professional. By joining APE, you gain a safety net that protects your career from unjust actions. Another one of my little words I thought I'd use. That could impact your teaching certificate and further, your teaching certificate and future job opportunities. I just wanted to make it clear. That's why you need to join APE, because APE is the only organization, teachers association, that's going to give you peace of mind. That's why you should join. That's why you should join, because APE is the only teachers organization that's going to give you peace of mind. I always say this, one of my favorite quotes. I said, you'll never find peace of mind without APE. And you go to our website, you'll see it all over our website. I said, you'll never find peace of mind without APE. If you want peace of mind, you need to join APE. APE is the only organization that the administrators are afraid of. And if you're tired of being treated like tall children, you need to join APE. You're getting ready to go back to the school this year, you need to protect yourself. If you're a coach, you need to protect yourself. I had a situation with a coach, and they wasn't, once again, one member of APE. Wasn't a member of APE. And now they're fighting for their life. Want to be a part of the pretty. You know how it's the pretty group. Just like the chipmunks that I posted on my TikTok. Little chipmunks, they pretty little mumps. Want to be part of the pretty group. Until something happens. Then you realize that pretty group ain't worth a penny. Now you're fighting for your life. Then you want to come to APE and join because now you know that crazy man over there and they're afraid of him now. Now you want to join APE. But we got to charge you a pre-existing fee because you weren't a member. We're going to take care of you. Like most other teacher organizations won't even allow you to join. We're going to let you join, but we're going to charge you what we call a pre-existing fee because you weren't a member when you came. It's not fair to our members. Of course, you pay it one time, but we're going to charge you because you wasn't a member. It's not fair for our members that believe in APE. And they pay monthly, and somebody come in there and they've been paying these other unions for years, and they realize they can't do anything, and then they want to drop and come to APE and say, fix it. Been paying these other teachers organizations for years. And then when they need them, they ain't for penny, then they run over to APE because they heard about APE, and now they're ready to join. They're ready now. That's why I say join before it's too late. If you're not a member, you need to become a member. I wouldn't dare go back to the school next year without being a member of APE. You might not use us at all, but it's nice to know that you got mind. It's like a Glock, a Glock sitting in your pocket. Or we like tanks, army tanks. You might not need us, but it's nice to know that you have real protection. Gangsters ready to fight on your behalf. I'm talking about a true teachers association that's going to truly fight for rights. I'm not talking about this fake stuff. I'm talking about a real teachers association that will fight for your rights. You'll never find peace of mind without APE. I believe that to my core. APE can't be pimped. In other words, you don't try to come and try to pimp APE. APE can't not be pimped. You know, if you need to join before something happens. That's all I can tell you. You need to join before something happens. See, the school system now is like a plantation. Like a plantation. You're on a plantation. You might not believe it, but you got black plantation owners too. You got black plantation owners too. You own a plantation. But guess what? We like Nat Turner. We burn them plantations straight to the ground and leave one person to tell the story about APE came through there. You know, there's always somebody, come through there and tell you the story when you burn down. You just burn the whole place down. We like Nat Turner. We do not tolerate our members being treated. And it's all done legally. It's all done legally. Protect your career. Protect your career before it's too late. You said, Mr. Haynes, well, I don't have no problem. I'm a good teacher. Then all of a sudden, a student just tell a lie on you, and your whole world just come to an end. Got a mortgage to pay, car note, you have a family. You deserve peace of mind. You have children. You have a house. Some of you have a house note, car note. Some of you are single parents. You don't have time to be playing. You need to be a part of an organization that's going to protect your livelihood. APE is the only teachers organization that the administrators fear, and for good reasons. We've been representing teachers for over 20 years, representing classroom teachers. Some people say, well, I never heard of APE. Yeah, of course you did. They don't want you to hear about APE. Because they know APE is that crazy group. One teacher told me, I haven't seen y'all at the school. I don't understand. No, they don't want us to come to no school. They don't want us in the school. Yeah, they're not going to let us have no, they don't want us, they want us to have a meeting because they know we're going to come in there and tear the place. They don't want that. They'll tell you, you need to join the GAE. I don't have anything against GAE, FT, any of the other teachers' organizations. I just know we're the most aggressive. We are the only aggressive teachers organization in the nation. I'm not even talking about Georgia anymore. I'm talking about in the nation. We are the only aggressive, the most aggressive teachers association in the nation. And also, we're nationwide now. Been nationwide since last year. We have a member in Texas. We have a member in California. Why? Because these are teachers are teaching in tough situations, and they want to be a part of an aggressive teachers organization. I ask that you share. I don't know, you could be listening to us from Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram, I don't know. But we ask that you share this video, and we ask that you, if you on our YouTube, we ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell notification so you'll know when we come on live. We come on every night. Spread the good news. We come on every night at 6 o'clock. Sometimes we'll come on in the morning times. Okay. But we try to be on time at 6 o'clock every day. Okay. All right. We usually go to 6 to 7, but I think it went a little long because I think I got to doing a lot of ranting. I went on a rant. Okay. We thank you for listening to our podcast. Spread the good news, teachers. Spread the good news. There is an organization, okay, that truly fights for your rights. And there's an organization so you can have peace and spread the news to your colleagues. There's an organization that the administrators are afraid of. There's an organization that will truly fight for your rights. And that's APE. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless.